Trump was attacked for cursing for the 900th time here by NBC News. Let's watch.
On the campaign trail, using the A word, the S word, the D word, the F word.
Listen, you motherfucker. He gets the nomination, they're going to sue his ass. She said he's a put.
Is that presidential? Are you embarrassed by that?
I'll be honest
and
with
are you offending people?
I saw it. I was a little concerned with that ad until I saw it. I think it's better than any ad I've ever taken for myself. I do.
What would, a lot of parents are wondering.
Say it again.
A lot of parents are trying to figure out how to explain some of the language they're hearing on the campaign.
Oh, you're so politically correct. You're so beautiful. Oh, look at you.
What would you say to your son?
Oh, he's so... Oh, I know. You've never heard a little bad, little off language.
What would you say to Barron?
Aren't you perfect? Aren't you just a perfect young man?
I'm hardly perfect.
Hey, give me a break. You know what? It's stuff like that that people in this country are tired of, okay?
Yeah, on this one, I'm 100% with Donald Trump. This is now the 8 trillionth time that some reporter, some so-called journalist is like, you use naughty language, me no likey, because I can't watch a Republican debate with my toddler daughter. What the fuck is that? I got news for you. If you have a child, they're not interested in watching the Republican debate. They're not interested in politics. No kid in human history has ever said, what's Chuck Grassley's position on marginal tax rates? So it's totally contrived. It actually reminds me of back during the Monica Lewinsky scandal when the Republicans tried to say, how am I supposed to tell my kid what the president did? I don't know. Don't say shit to your kid. Who gives a shit? This isn't something that it involves children. But all of a sudden, oh, Donald Trump used naughty language. This isn't polite for puritanical Victorian culture. We talk about committing war crimes as we don't use foul language. This is what makes us civilized. And that's the part of this that pisses me off beyond belief. This is political correctness. It is political correctness run amok. Get the fuck over it. Naughty words, whatever. But then when he gives you plenty of material to attack him, because it is abhorrent, it is wretched, it is creepness, when he says, let's kill civilians, let's torture people, there you're like, what do you mean? That's not outside of the realm of respectability. That's not outside of the realm of civility. We had George W. Bush and Dick Cheney who tortured people and invaded the wrong country and did an illegal war. We're used to the massacring civilians thing and doing torture thing, so, whatever. You're still inside the Overton window of respectable discourse. But, oh my goodness, you used the word pussy! Why, sir, must you be so coarse in thine language? I can't stand it. And by the way, this is exactly why mainstream media sucks in the ratings now. Sucks! Did you guys know? You probably do because I've mentioned this all the time now for months or maybe even a year. If you take SecularTalk's views for a day, now you can't get the analytics to do it for just a certain, 2-hour period, 3-hour block or whatever, or else I would, and I'd compare apples to apples here, but this is the closest we have to an apples to apples comparison. Take SecularTalk numbers for a day. You compare it to CNN middle of the day. Wolf Blitzer, when he had his 2-hour block, I don't know if he still does, but he might. When he did have his 2-hour block. We beat CNN in the middle of the day. More people are watching our show than CNN in the middle of the day. And I got news for you, half the fucking views that CNN gets in the middle of the day, it's fucking at airports and hair salons and shit where it's just on and nobody's listening to it. So why is that? You have this gigantic network with all the money in the world. They have everything available to them. Here, for fuck's sake, I got a computer, I got a microphone, I got another fucking microphone. This thing annoys me just as much as it annoys you, by the way. This is for the live show, this is for YouTube. We got minimal stuff, but I research, I have actual opinions on stuff that I'm not afraid to show to you guys. And you guys come more here than you go there. Why? Because they're like this. There's no logic in establishment media land. There's no reasoning. I give you guys the facts, and then I'll give you my opinion on it. Them, it's just vacuous, vapid talking points, trying to be neutral at all times. Hey, Democrats are half right, Republicans are half right. Don't attack me for having a liberal bias, a bias towards the establishment. This is what they have. And then the only time they go after candidates, it's shit like this. Mr. Trump, why have you not washed thine language? You should wash your mouth out with soap, kind sir. You've offended my sensibilities. Who gives a shit? We're all adults. And again, you think this isn't helping him? This is absolutely helping Trump. People are voting for Trump who've never voted before. I mean, they're mostly, racist between the age of 60 and 75 who have just been not interested in politics, and they see this guy as an opportunity to get like a white nationalist in there. But it is stuff like this where they go, come on, that's how I talk with my friends in my living room when we watch NASCAR. Why are you going after Trump for being real? That's how people view it. And so because you focus on this, you get people defending him, including people like me, people who say, get over it, whatever language, who cares, you're an adult. And naturally, he rises in the polls and he ends up winning all these elections. There's a million and one reasons why he is doing that, but this is one of them. And then when they have the opportunity to say, whoa, 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 what did you just say? When he tells us to violate war crimes, when he advocates killing civilians as he did on Fox and Friends, he advocates murdering civilians. He advocates torture, quote, even if it doesn't work. CNN, all the nightly news. Did something happen that we should be talking about? That we should have a breaking news banner and we should say, oh my God, you just crossed a moral red line. You just advocated being like ISIS. Breaking news, Donald Trump advocates war crimes. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Yeah, I guess he wants war crimes. Anyway, let's go back to the fact that he said fuck.